What is going on, everyone? It is almost Sunday. It's Dallas week. I'm going to the game. It's going to be electric. The Lincoln Financial Field is going to be on fire, and I am just so excited for it. Now, when you look at these two teams, Dallas coming off of that brutal loss to Tennessee, their offensive line did not look great. Dak Prescott did not look great. You also did not have a fantastic running game out of Zeke. Sean Lee gets injured. There are holes with that Dallas Cowboys team. I'm not saying there's not holes with the Eagles, but that was a devastating loss for the Dallas Cowboys. They had 2 weeks to prepare for that at home to the Marcus Mariota and the Titans, and they fall. That is really a heartbreaking loss for them. Now they have to come into the Link. Now they need to come to Philadelphia, where the place is going to be so wild and so crazy, loud, energetic, and literally insane, and try and take on this Eagle squad. The fans. The fans is key number one for me. All I need to say is it's Dallas week, right? There's not much more you need to say than that. But there are some things I'm looking at with the Eagles, and one is the offensive line. Lane Johnson is playing, but we've clearly been banged up pretty good on that offensive line. So the Lane Johnson thing was kind of crazy to see because it was said he was going to be out for at least a month. So we'll see how much he gets tested. If it gets ugly, I'm sure he'll get yanked, but he's a Warrior and wants to play, and I understand that. Defensively, Sidney Jones, Jalen Mills, we're a little hurt back there as well, so that's something to keep an eye on. And then Golden Tate. Golden Tate, the acquisition of Golden Tate, how it's going to make this offense improve. We've been moving the football downfield, but we haven't been putting up the points that we've seen last year. And the addition of him, it's going to make the defense really have to defend and understand the threat that we have at the wide receiver position, which is going to help the running game. I've been through this before, but those are the three things for me, on top of Jim Schwartz and what the hell he wants to do. So really there's four, and it's the cornerbacks that are banged up, our offensive line that's banged up, Golden Tate, how's that going to be effective, which it definitely will be, and Jim Schwartz. Those are my four things with the Eagles. But when it's all said and done, this Eagles team needs to win this football game because they have to be 5-4 going into New Orleans. You need to look ahead of the schedule and see what's going on. This is almost kind of a must win because if we do lose somehow, magically, Dallas Cowboys come into the Link and beat us, we'd be 4-5 going over to New Orleans, which is arguably the best team in the NFC. This team has to win this football game. But I think they know that. I think they're going to be ready. They're going to be fired up because it's kind of like, okay, the first half is over and done with, and this is like a new chapter. And I see Carson Wentz leading that team to this way. I see Malcolm Jenkins, Fletcher Cox. I see these players taking the locker room and saying, okay, the first half was what it was. We're not exactly where we want to be, but it's not over yet. We're very capable of winning this division. The season starts now, right now. And I think they have that mentality, which is going to affect the way that this team comes out and plays. And I'm really excited for it. I really am. This team is going to go out there. They're going to beat the Dallas Cowboys. They're going to look good on offense. Carson Wentz, he's finally, comfortable where you see progress every single week. When he first came back from the injury, okay, we see a little bit of Carson, but obviously he's coming off the injury. At this point, he is smooth sailing. He's looking back to his normal self. He adds a weapon. On paper, this team should destroy the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I know the NFC East, when you play a division game, it's all about the rivalry. It's hard hitting. It's hard nosed. Anything can happen in this league. Any given night, something crazy can happen in this football league, and I understand that completely. But I think the fan base, the city, is so ready for this game, and they're so juiced up, it's going to go to the players. The players feel it. The players know it. They get it. And I don't think they're going to let down the Eagles. I don't think they're going to let down this fan base on Sunday night primetime under the lights in the black when they're going to put the Cowboys season to rest. It's a funeral. It's a funeral. Wearing the black, putting the Cowboys to sleep. Pumped. Pumped. Now I'm going to keep you guys updated throughout my tailgate. I believe I might even put up a video at the tailgate and kind of give you guys an update. I'm super excited. I haven't been to a regular season football game for the Eagles in 3 years because when I played hockey. My season, I had to go away to Boston, Vermont, and where I played hockey at during the football season. I was never home in the Philadelphia area. So this is beyond exciting for me to go to a Dallas week like this on a Sunday night prime time when we're ready to make that push for the second half of the season. It's going to be crazy. So to kind of recap, the Dallas Cowboys stink, and they showed that last week. So it comes down to the Eagles and the performance of Golden Tate, the offensive lines, how our defense holds up with some injuries that are lingering, and Jim Schwartz. Go Birds, baby. This is a must win, and I think we have it. I don't think they're going to let the fan base down. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you next time.